teacher. So tonight I'll be showing an excerpt of a 10-minute piece that I made called Louder Than Words. And essentially the piece kind of deals with conflicting emotions while dealing with trauma and how they all intertwine and interact. I actually have a few of my dancers on here, Sawyer, Becky, and me.
All right, dancers, yay! Thanks for being here.
So I'm going to give them that quick shout out. Just to give a little backstory on what's going on. So I'm showing the ending portion of this piece. It starts off with this one girl on stage alone, and then all of these solos and duets kind of trickle in, and they all interact with one another and progress. And it kind of starts off kind of like fairy tale-y, like as if it's like a dream sequence. Essentially, it's supposed to bring everyone into like this world. So it's like supposed to be everything going on in her mind, but physically. And yeah.
Cool. Great. All right, Gage,
Here we go.
Can you remove us? Off screen? No.
Put the minimize the line.
It's cool to do a walking and thing. With the music. People can still see us.
wait, we're live. We were like. So it's kind of funny. Like we're not even just saying this. We both have the same question.
We
We
do
were
have the
like,
same
right, yeah, we're gonna ask this. So I have a question for you. So you started with like very specific themes. You said fairy tale, and then these like very specific pillars of content that you want to start with.
Mhm.
I'm curious to know more of like music choices with those pillars. Did movement become first, and then it was then music then accompanied it, or was music informing your choices for movement? It's like movement or music first, basically.
They were both actually very separate processes for me. So for the beginning of it, like I knew that I wanted it to start off in like this like fairy tale-esque kind of way and then progress into something like a little darker than that. But the movement kind of came on its own. I actually just created one phrase for that entire dance, and I just collaborated with all of the dancers, and they kind of helped me make different versions of that were present throughout the whole thing. And then for the music, I used this one song for the beginning. Anyone who knows what love is, I don't know if anyone knows that song, but that was something I found like months before I was going into this process. It just like really resonated with me.
Sometimes, like you find something, you're like, I don't know why it's here, but it's here for a reason. Like synchronicity of that.
Right. I like had to use it. So like even going in, I was like, this song will absolutely be used no matter what we do. This is going to happen. But yeah.
Yeah.
I have another question for you. So we both picked up on this, and this is kind of like a Lauren Connolly-ism, so I'm going to ask it.
Totally.
I'm all about like dancers watching each other. And also just like maybe as a suggestion, I would love to see what this would be like as an audience member, like in the round versus proscenium. Like, because you have it's all of the pieces have so much depth.
Yeah,
like
everybody. You feel like you could watch it
like
from
I would
any
love
angle.
any angle. I'm also a person who watches my work like upside down and like everything. But I'm curious to know, was it intentional for the dancers to be watching one another? And is it an idea of witnessing or experiencing as the vessel who's carrying out the project? Like what was behind that for you?
Yeah, so I kind of was doing like a lot of math behind this. I feel like after a while into the process, each person to me kind of like represented either like a specific emotion or like specific memories. So like I kind of started piecing things together in that way, and then once I kind of established that, I kind of decided like, okay, well like this emotion can interact with this memory, and they all like just kind of intertwine. So I kind of strategically picked for certain things to happen in that way, and for certain people to be observers, like if they're like kind of related to or kind of in that emotion or memory, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
Oh, I got it totally. Yeah.
Well, great job. Beautiful work. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. So glad to have you today. All right. Last but not least, the man of the hour.
The live performance.